Hey everybody, welcome back to the Writings Workshop. Today I am going to be making, this is a custom order for a customer. She wanted a orange, clove, and cinnamon soap, so I decided to go ahead and film this, just kind of show y'all the process and show y'all that I do custom loaves. She picked out what colors she wants, she picked out what she wants on top, the design she wants, the labels. She picks out literally everything. And these are going to be Christmas gifts to her family members. And then she decided to name this bar Tennessee Christmas. And I cannot wait to make this soap. So the fragrance oil that I'm using is, I did one that is orange clove, and then the other is orange, clove, and cinnamon. And I actually combined the two because they smell insanely similar. And yeah, we're just gonna go and get started. She wanted to just do a solid bar with dried orange and anise, A-N-I-S-E on top. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that word. But she wants to do a crimson color. So I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can to that. Sometimes that's a hard color to perfect, but I'm gonna try. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to just do a few blasts just to make sure my oils are ready. And then we're gonna get our lye water, which, this is a lot of lye. I have my big container today. This might take a little bit longer to incorporate than it typically does. So bear with me and give me just 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave my stick blender in there like so. And first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to pour this red mica in there, so we can just give it a red color. I'll start off with that. And then I have this pink color that I'm gonna put in there too, just kind of give it a cranberry look. I'm not gonna put much of that in. So we're gonna go ahead and start there and kind of see what color that gives us. Okay, so I definitely wanna darken this up a little bit. So I have a little bit of activated charcoal. I'm not gonna put a lot, I'm literally just doing a little bit because it amazes me like how much this stuff disperses. So let's see how this looks. I'm gonna actually add a little bit more red. Oop. Making a mess again. Leave it to me, right? Always making a mess. So sometimes with soap it can be difficult to really perfect a color because you just never know how it's gonna cooperate and blend. So sometimes you just have to work with it. So that's what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all. Especially with like custom orders, I definitely want them to be exactly what my customer wants. Luckily, I know this customer, she's not insanely picky. She's great. Bear with me just 1 second. I'm actually gonna grab some brown mica. I'll be right back. So we're gonna actually do a little bit of this cappuccino mica. I'm just gonna put it in as powder form. Let's start with that. See where that gets us. I kind of want to give it like that burnt, like burgundy color. starting to get there. I am going to add just a tiny bit more of my red color. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is scrape my stick blender off. Kind of just going for, she said crimson, but I know she'll be fine with a wine color. So that's just, crimson's a hard color for me to do. Reds are the hardest colors in micas to get and to make. It takes forever to find a good one. But I actually like this color. And I think it's going to complement the label and the orange very well. All right, so I have that. So next we're going to go ahead and pour our fragrance oil in. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stir this in by hand. Sometimes this takes some time, so bear with me. This bar smells just like Christmas. It smells so good, like a spiced drink almost. Alrighty, so next I'm gonna give this a few blasts with my stick blender just to make sure all those oils are combined the way I want them to. Just like so. You don't want to do it very much because the stick blender causes the soap batter to heat up, and sometimes if you do it too long, it'll accelerate trace in your soap to where it's not workable. All right, so I'm gonna kind of move all this to the side a little bit. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 2 molds, and I'm going to just start pouring this in evenly. The great thing is since this is all one color, it makes it so easy. Okay, so on to the next one. Smells so good. Oh my gosh, she's gonna love this. So like I said, I do make custom loaves. If there's like a certain scent or a color you want, or like you have a office party coming up and you need to get a little gift for everybody, this is definitely a way to do that and not have to like get everybody a gift card. And it's great for both male and female. You can find scents that are suited for men. You can find scents that are suited for women. You can find unisex scents like cotton, or sometimes like cashmere and lavender can definitely be both a male or female scent. There's just a lot of different options that you can do, which is great. So I'm just making sure, sorry if y'all can't see, just trying to make this as even as possible and trying to get as much soap batter out of here as I can, which I think we're getting pretty stinking good. All right, so next thing I like to do is I'm gonna spin these this way, and we're gonna kind of, what that does is it just kind of brings the air bubbles kind of to the top if there is any. Typically I don't really have any air bubbles, but the one time I don't do that, watch, I'll get an air bubble. And it's not fun to cut a soap and you see an air bubble, and no one wants that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the tops of these with some rubbing alcohol. And then I'm gonna start placing my embeds on the inside of these. Hopefully you can kind of see. All right, so I'm gonna start with my oranges. I'm gonna grab them real quick. I already have them ready to go for the most part. I just gotta grab them. All right, I have my oranges. So these oranges, I just got them off of Amazon. They smell great. So what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna turn it this way, I think. So I think I'm going to place it kind of to one side. Stick it in there like so. I'm kind of doing it, I am gonna take my glove off for this one because I am done pouring the soap, and I can place these better without these gloves on. All right, and all of these soap are, all of these oranges are different sizes. So each bar is definitely unique in itself. So some of my soaps, my embeds are, hold on, I'm looking at my mark. Okay, there it is. Some of my embeds I make from melt and pour soap, and then some of my embeds I actually source out actual like dried fruits and things like that, because it just looks so pretty, and especially like during the holidays, it's just a great little additive to put in. Sorry, I'm really concentrating. I want this to look good. And this soap is setting that perfectly, so that's great. So on my custom bars, literally all of the like prices kind of range because sometimes more fragrances are expensive than others, and also like the more intricate the soap is and time consuming it is, of course the higher the price goes up. But and since this is a low top soap, it's not extremely expensive in my opinion, especially because it's all custom. But if you get a high top soap, the price goes up a little bit more because first of all you get more soap, second of all they're just a lot more detailed and they take a lot more time. All right. So there are my oranges I placed. So next I'm going to place the anise, I don't know how the heck you pronounce it, but that's what we're placing next. So I am going to place these going towards me just because I can see a whole lot better. And I'm kind of doing it on the other side just so the bar has dimension on each side. And there's kind of a lot going on this bar, which is fine. I like that. I like having, you know, a lot to look at on top. It just makes it more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. Sorry, I'm skipping one just because that piece of anise was very thick and I need to put it on a, there we go. Alrighty, so these bars are gonna be a whole lot of fun to try and cut because they're gonna be kind of thick, but it'll all be all right. It'll all work out. All right, put that one right there. Oh my gosh, this is gonna turn out so cute. I think it is, at least. She's gonna love it. I know she is. And when I'm done with this, I'll bring the loaves up to y'all so you can actually see exactly what I'm doing and kind of like what the top looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see now just because I have to make sure I'm placing them all in the right spot. So big one. And when the soap solidifies, the embeds solidify too, but they can be easily taken out. It's not like it is hard to take out. All right, so I'm going to spray the top with rubbing alcohol again, just to make sure everything is set in place. Alrighty, and then I will show y'all what these look like. And this is a custom loaf for one of my customers. So it looks like that. And the labels look super cute. So yeah, I'll be back in about 24 hours to cut up this loaf into bars so we can see what the final product looks like. See y'all tomorrow. All right, everybody, we are back the next day to cut the custom bar from one of my customers. This is the Tennessee Christmas bar. And first I'm gonna do is just kind of cut the end off. I usually do this with all my soaps because I just want the end to not be raggedy. But the color is just plain on the inside. This soap smells so good. The fragrance turned out perfect. It's strong, but it's not overly strong, which is great. So I was really kind of concerned with this because just making sure I don't cut my embeds. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. She's going to love this. So this soap will not be for sale because it's a custom order, but I am planning on next holiday season to do this soap because it smells fantastic. It really smells like fall. It's also perfect for Christmas. It just kind of gives you all the Christmassy feels, the different spices. And it's great for both male and female, which is also great. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, I do custom loaves all year round. And so if there's like a certain scent you want, you can always feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm very responsive on Facebook just because I've worked Facebook longer than I've worked Instagram. So yeah, if you ever have any questions, just let me know. I will go over like pricing, but you literally, I know I mentioned this earlier, but you literally get to pick out every single thing you want about the bar of soap. The color, the label, we design it all. And so it makes a really good gift if you need somebody, like to gift people something like for an office or family members. Like this soap is for her family members that I believe some live in Tennessee, but some live here, but it's their Christmas gift. And she's able to get all of them a unique Christmas gift that brings back a scent from their childhood. And scents just always bring back great memories, and they make amazing gifts. That's why people buy candles and do all the bath stuff. I do have another loaf of this that I will have to cut, but I'm not gonna do that one on camera just because it looks the exact same and you're just gonna hear me ramble on the entire time. So I've been working on all my Christmas soaps lately, so I've been really busy, which I'm not complaining. I enjoy being busy and being creative making soap. It's always so much fun. I tried to measure these as best as possible. I mean, every soap is gonna be kind of different in size just because that's what happens when you have handmade soaps. But I'm gonna just cut a little tiny piece. This is gonna be the smaller bar, which I do keep. I'm gonna keep this one for myself because I know this lady very well. And she wanted me to keep one for myself because she's just so stinking nice. All right, well that is that soap. As always, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or if you just liked the video. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on all my social media handles, and I'll have those linked down below. Hope everybody has a great day. Bye guys, I'll see you in my next video.